So we got Maya, and we want to get those images in. We save the individual images into our source images directory. That's where all the source images go, kind of obvious. We do not want to put them in the perspective view. So you want to put them in your autographic views, in your top, front, and side view. So let's start with the top. This is my top view. I can make the top view full screen by hitting spacebar. And you can add an image plane. There's actually a button for it. It says down there, it always says what you're doing. Image plane. Add an image plane. You get a requester that asks you for which image. And it automatically goes to source images. So that's where you want to save all the images you're using. It's in the Hermit. And I just saved the one that's called IFF. I also have them already saved, pre-saved as Targas. So I'm going to, but that's the front, I need the top. Hermit top goes into the top view. Open. There we go. There's my top image. Then I'm going to go to my front view, add an image plane. I go to Hermit and do the front view. I can use the IFF now if I want. And then spacebar switches between windows. I go to my side view, hit the image plane button. I select the side image. And I have all three images now in my in Maya. They actually show up as objects in your outliner. So they're all right here. And if I go to my perspective view, they're teeny tiny. But if I hit F, I can focus on them. And you see they're there, and they're perfectly lined out because they were perfectly lined out in Photoshop. But they're overlapping. That's kind of annoying. So what we want to do is move them a little. And there's several ways of doing that. You can just move the transform node, but the proper way of doing it is to go into your image plane shape node and play with the image center. This is the Y, and if I now middle mouse drag here, I can make them go up and down in Y. And I only want image plane, actually I want the image plane 2 and 3, which happen to be my front and side view, to go up in Y. So I'm just going to drag them up a little. So if you select a parameter on the side and you middle mouse drag in your window, you can just change that parameter. And I want to put them as close as I can to the floor. The bottom image I'm just going to lower a little so it's not in the way of my modeling. So I'm just going to put that down a teeny tiny bit. They're still overlapping, so I'm going to take my front image and bring it back in Z a little. And then my side image, and not in Z. Z needs to be absolutely 0. Bring that back in X. So this way, I've created sort of a cube with all the images in it. And that is step 1. Just getting your images into your modeling setup.